Well, good afternoon, fans, and welcome to the Armstrong Soccer Field here on the campus of Armstrong Atlantic State University for today's Peach Belt Conference soccer match with your number 16 ranked Armstrong Pirates taking on the Young Harris College Mountain Lions. It is the Mountain Lions' first trip to Savannah, the new members of the Peach Belt. It's just the second year that the Mountain Lions have played Peach Belt Conference soccer, and the first time that Mountain Lions have come down to Savannah to take on the Pirates. Armstrong comes in 5-1-3, overall 3-1-1 in the Peach Belt. Young Harris is 3-7 overall, 0-5 in the Peach Belt. Last year, these two teams met in Young Harris, and it was a 1-0 win for Armstrong on a Christina Pascotti goal in the 71st minute. Well, before we have the starting lineups, let's go ahead and introduce you to the 2013 Armstrong women's soccer team.
Brianne Matarazzo, ER.
Stephanie James, Stewie from Family Guy.
Taylor Schultz, Popeye. I always eats me spinach.
Mary Davis, Auto Rocket from Rocket Power.
Taylor Russell, who lives in a pineapple under the sea. SpongeBob.
Casey Dixon, Patrick Starr.
Maggie Carson, Bubbles from the Powerpuff Girls.
Haley Goins, Johnny Bravo. Hey, pretty mama.
Erica Lawrence, Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Rachel Hatch, Tasmanian Devil.
Sarah Olin, Patrick Starr.
Andy Dawson, Agnes from Despicable Me. Oh my gosh, look at that fluffy unicorn. It's so fluffy, I'm gonna die.
Aaron Berube, Finn the Human from Adventure Time.
Jesse Johnson, Zeno.
Kennedy Herman, Sid the Sloth. My name is Sid the Sloth. That's dead on.
Tiffany Rodriguez, Penny Proud. I'm cute, I'm loud, and I got it going on.
Allison Litchfield, Squidward from SpongeBob.
Jordan Otto, Donkey from Shrek. I like that boulder. That's a nice boulder.
Ashanae Monroe, Tommy Pickles from Rugrats.
Taylor Valley, I'm Buttercup, one of the Powerpuff Girls.
Morgan Lucky, I'm Blossom, another one of the Powerpuff Girls.
Candace Cosby, and I'm Bubbles, another one of the Powerpuff Girls.
Sugar, spice, and everything nice. These were the ingredients to make the perfect little girls. But Professor Utonium accidentally added an extra ingredient to the concoction, chemical X. Thus, the Powerpuff Girls were born. Using their ultra superpowers, Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup have dedicated their lives to fighting crime and the forces of evil. Dun, 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 dun.
What the deuce?
Chad Jackson back with you here at the Armstrong Soccer Field. Moments away from the Mountain Lions and the Pirates here from Savannah. A gorgeous day here in Savannah. Very few clouds in the sky. Temperatures expected to get into the lower mid-80s. And there is a little bit of a breeze blowing from right to left. And it is blowing across the field, so should have an effect on the game here today. Pirates again coming in 5-1-3, 3-1-1 in the Peach Belt, coming off of a scoreless draw with Clayton State on Wednesday. Young Harris 3-7 overall, 0-5 in the Peach Belt. Young Harris lost 1-0 to Georgia College on Wednesday. And when you look at the last results, Armstrong outshot Clayton State 23-13 here on Wednesday, but Clayton State keeper Charlotte McCormick made 12 saves as the Pirates drew against the Lakers. It was the 46th consecutive match here at home, unbeaten for the Pirates, but in many ways, the Pirates thought the scoreless draw was more like a loss because the Pirates had seen Clayton State earlier in the year on this field, hadn't played particularly well. They lost 2 games to Belmont Abbey and Lynn. Pirates thought that was a winnable match. And so the Pirates are going to try and get back on track here against Young Harris. There are a couple of situations where you would think this match favors Armstrong. For one, Young Harris is having to start senior backup keeper Houston Nambo, who has played in just 2 matches this season. She had to come in and play about 38 minutes on Wednesday against Georgia College. So she's making her first start of the year. And Young Harris on the road this year is 0-5 away from home and has been outscored 15-5 in those 5 games. So the average score of a Young Harris road game this year has been 3-1 in favor of the opponents. So we are underway here. Armstrong in its home white uniforms with maroon sleeves and maroon numbers. Young Harris in its all road black uniforms with white numbers. Now let's go ahead and give you the starting lineups for both teams. First, for Young Harris, as we said, in goal is Nambo. As a shot is sent towards the goal by Sarah Olin, and Nambo is right there to pick it up with the quick outlet. The other starters for the Mountain Lions, Whitney Thomas, Amber Matthews, Sydney Thompson. As a foul against Taylor Valley will give a free kick to the Mountain Lions. Allison Burnham, Ashley Scarpinato, Kristen Naylor, Rachel Hill, Sydney Baird, Liza Carpenter, Candace Edwards, the starters for Young Harris, playing a 4-4-2 formation today. Armstrong, by the way, is countering with a 4-4-2. They've played 4-3-3, have the Pirates, most of this year, but have changed formations for this match. Up top for the Pirates is Sarah Olin and Taylor Valley. Erin Berube is in the midfield, along with Andy Dawson, Bran Matarazzo, and Candace Cosby making her first start of the year. And then the back line for the Pirates is Taylor Russell, Taylor Schultz, Ashanae Monroe, and Stephanie James. Cosby with 2 career goals, one this year, one last year. She scored her first collegiate goal last year at Georgia Southwestern, scored an important goal this year in the Pirates' 2-0 win over Belmont Abbey. It was a goal in the opening moments of the second half. It sparked the Pirates to the win. Did not play, did Cosby, on Wednesday against Clayton State. So head coach Eric Faulkner looking for a little bit of spark. Great ball from Ashanae Monroe into the box. They'll be cleared out for an Armstrong throw, or no, excuse me, a Young Harris throw. So a throw-in coming for the Mountain Lions. It'll be Carpenter, the defender from Gainesville, Georgia. And the Pirates will now win a throw. Monroe will step up from her left back position to take this long throw. Monroe sends it to Olin, flick header to Cosby, top of the box, and will be cleared by Scarpinato, but Monroe is there to battle for it. Double teamed, Monroe comes away with it and wins a throw. Monroe battling there with Candace Edwards, the senior from Tobago. And another throw-in coming from Armstrong here. It is a busy day of Peach Belt soccer with 4 other matches on the schedule today. As that ball goes off the feet of Andy Dawson out for a Young Harris throw. Georgia College is at UNC Pembroke. Clayton State is at Lander, and Georgia Southwestern is at North Georgia. All of those are 1 o'clock starts along with us here. And then later today, Montevallo is at Flagler for a 5 p.m. start. Pirates still with possession here in Young Harris's half of the field. A throw in again from Monroe. Played backwards, pressured, and Olin will keep it in play. Olin will play it to Berube, and that's intercepted by Burnham and then played out by the Pirates for a Young Harris throw. Carpenter with it, looking for Edwards. Edwards keeps it in, gets a centering pass that's headed by James, tracked back by number 1 Whitney Thomas. Thomas leaves it for Thompson, but it's cleared away by Matarazzo coming back defensively. It's still with Young Harris, and a turnover there. The Pirates will take it. Look to spring in Olin on a run. Olin to feed a Valley, 1-touch pass looking for Cosby, and that's intercepted by the Mountain Lions. Now Young Harris with it, with Burnham up the middle for Hill. Hill for Baird, looking for Edwards. Now Edwards with it. Edwards dribbles left, still pressured, plays it back, and a tackle there by Dawson to break up the attack, still with Young Harris. And then offsides is number 21, Sydney Baird, and that will give the Pirates a free kick. 5 minutes in here. Armstrong and Young Harris. Talked a little bit about the match here on Wednesday. The Pirates have been very stout defensively. They're second in the Peach Belt Conference in goals against average, giving up just 5 goals this year. But their problem is that Armstrong has not scored goals at a particularly good clip. The Pirates just 3rd from the bottom of the Peach Belt in scoring. And again, they've now played 6 matches at home, as that one will go out for a goal kick. And the Pirates have just 1 first-half goal in their 6 home matches this season. Of course, they have not given up a first-half goal in those 6 matches. But it's been very slow offensively to get going for Armstrong. And as you look at the cumulative stats for both of these teams, Young Harris has a pair of players with 5 goals apiece this season. Candace Edwards and Whitney Thomas have 5 apiece. The Pirates' leading goal scorer has just 2 goals. They have a few players with those numbers, including Sarah Olin, who got both of those in 1 game. Taylor Valley to the edge of the box with it. She tries to cross, but it's going to hit behind the net for a goal kick. So the Pirates, at least in the opening few minutes, dominating possession here, but only creating 1 shot. Goal kick taken by the defender, Carpenter, headed forward by Dawson. Now Olin with it. Olin chips it into the box, taken by Matarazzo. Her turnaround shot is blocked, but it comes out to Stephanie James. Her service is going to go wide, and it will be a goal kick. Olin had plenty of options she could have shot, but she decided to play the ball in to Matarazzo. An important block there by the Mountain Lions back line on the shot by Matarazzo. as this ball is going to be played out. It'll be an Armstrong throw right in front of us. In the Georgia College match on Wednesday from Young Harris, Georgia College scored just 64 seconds into the match. As play continues here, they play the advantage, and then a shot by Matarazzo again is blocked and cleared by Young Harris. Ball played by Edwards is going to be taken by Thomas. Thomas to the edge of the box. Thomas cuts it across her body, takes the shot, and it's wide to the right. So Young Harris on the counterattack gets its first shot of the match, but it results in a goal kick. But as I was saying, the Georgia College match on Wednesday, Georgia College scored 64 seconds into the match. And Georgia College, despite outshooting Young Harris 27-11, could just manage the one goal in the 1-0 win. Ball played out by Dawson, another throw in for the Mountain Lions. Thomas battling with Berube, and that's a turnover. Matarazzo plays a ball in that's going to bounce into the box, and Nambo will come out and make the play. She outlets it quickly by our Pirates pressuring here, and they get the turnover and win the throw-in. Pressure by Matarazzo on the right back. Matthews. Throw-in coming. Into the box it goes. Flick header. Now Valley will win a corner kick, and the Pirates will have their first corner of the match. Andy Dawson's going to take this corner kick. Dawson signals. The corner comes in, and it's headed up in the air by Valley, and Nambo in traffic will make the play. Nambo will punt it. Dawson plays it to Berube. Now Berube with a little bit of space here. Switches it, tries to get Matarazzo on a run here, and that ball will go out, and it'll be a throw-in for the Mountain Lions. Want to pass along our congratulations to the Armstrong volleyball team for a 3-0 win over USC Aiken last night, as Taylor Valley with a cross will be picked up by Nambo. Pirates 15-0 and will play against Lander today at 2 o'clock up in Greenwood, South Carolina. Schultz with it for the Pirates, looking for Dawson, but it's played back and won by Young Harris. Deflected again and played out by Dawson. It'll be a throw-in for the Mountain Lions. Carpenter again will take it. And it goes off of Young Harris for an Armstrong throw. Monroe with a long throw. Olin crosses it. Comes back, and a foul on Taylor Valley will give a free kick to the Mountain Lions. Matthews with the free kick. Russell looking for Valley, and that just hops over her leg and into the box it goes. Nambo right there to pick it up. Nambo with the punt to midfield. Bounces once, Played backwards and then sent forward by Russell. Flicked backwards by Matthews. And eventually won by Andy Dawson. Dawson wide to Cosby. Back to Berube. Berube to the middle. Now Cosby taken off the ball by Edwards. Now Edwards tries to send Thomas in on a run. And Schultz will be there to pick it up. James up the right side for Matarazzo. Matarazzo can't keep it from going out. And it's a Young Harris throw on the far side of the field. The Armstrong men's cross country team was also in action yesterday. Finished 8th at the Royal Cross Country Challenge among 28 non-Division I teams. So a good meet for the Pirates as they head to the Peach Belt Conference Championships tomorrow. And a foul whistled against Armstrong at midfield. Stephanie James guilty of the contact. And it'll be a free kick for the Mountain Lions. Free kick coming for Young Harris. Headed forward by Matarazzo, but settled by Matthews. Now played wide. And finally Matarazzo gets a clear to it, but it settles to Matthews. And that ball played off the hands of Matthews, and it will be a free kick for Armstrong. Armstrong on Wednesday against Clayton State saw 14 fouls called against the Pirates and only 2 on Clayton State. It's a little bit skewed, the foul numbers in that match. Right now the foul count 2-1. Lucky with the free kick for the Pirates. Headed forward by Matthews, settled by Berube. Berube wide for James. James with the service. And then Dawson gets a touch to it, but it's going to go wide. And it is off of Young Harris for an Armstrong corner. So a shot for Dawson. And a corner kick, the second.
Number 20, Rachel Hatch.
And so we're going to have a substitution. Rachel Hatch is going to come in for Andy Dawson, the senior forward from Leesburg, Georgia. So Sarah Olin will take the corner kick for Armstrong here. Olin signals, delivers the free kick, and it's cleared by Edwards. Edwards taken off the ball by Monroe, but Edwards gets it back. And then Cosby. And they play the advantage, even though there was no advantage on the foul on Cosby because the ball went backwards. Pirates still with possession here. Now looking to get a ball ahead to Hatch. Pops it into the corner looking for James. And that'll be a goal kick. Goal kick coming for the Mountain Lions. Again, Carpenter taking it. Short goal kick. Valley comes up with it, plays it off to James. Ahead to Rachel Hatch. Hatch with all sorts of room here. Hatch makes a move. Hatch takes the shot, it's blocked. Cleared, but only to James. Now Berube with it. She tries to find Olin, but it's intercepted by the Mountain Lions. Now Monroe back to Taylor Russell. Russell, diagonal ball, looking to spring Rachel Hatch in on a run. Hatch takes it to the corner and will win a corner kick or a throw-in. So a throw-in coming for the Pirates on the far side of the field with Sarah Olin. Olin looking for Matarazzo, flick header, comes back to Young Harris, cleared by Hill, comes down to Monroe. Monroe's going to take a shot, and offsides is Valley as she sprinted onto the ball by Monroe, but she was in an offside position. Another free kick for Young Harris. Played forward by Candace Cosby. Now Olin to Matarazzo, pops it in looking for Valley. Ball comes back to Matarazzo. Matarazzo takes it to the corner, and her cross will be gobbled up by Nambo. Pirates really haven't tested Nambo, the backup keeper for the Mountain Lions. One save she made was from a bit of distance and was pretty easy save to make. At midfield, Pirates with it now with Taylor Schultz. Schultz again trying to spring Hatchin on a run. Comes back to Berube. And now Stephanie James will pick it up at midfield. Again to Berube. Berube to the feet of Olin. Olin looking for Hatch. Ball deflected, comes out to Valley. Valley one-on-one with the keeper, and she scores, and the Pirates take a 1-0 lead. Rachel Hatch with the assist, and Taylor Valley with her third goal of the season, and the Pirates lead at 1-0.
Goal Pirates! Scored by number 3, Taylor Valley. Number 20, Rachel Hatch on the assist. The score is now Armstrong 1, Young Harris 0.
So Rachel Hatch did a nice job splitting two defenders, getting a little bit of a lucky bounce, but able to get the ball to Taylor Valley. And at that point, Taylor Valley was going to finish because she was about 8 feet away from the goal, one-on-one with the keeper. And that is her now team-leading third goal of the season. Now the Pirates not satisfied with one, pressuring here. And that will be cleared out, and it will be a throw-in for Armstrong deep in Young Harris's half of the field. That goal comes with right at about the 20-minute mark of our first half. Throw in for the Pirates. Into the box, comes back out to Olin. Now Monroe with it. Monroe, and that will be picked up by Nambo but it's a goal kick. It was already over the line. So just the second first half goal for Armstrong here at home this season. And the earliest that the Pirates have scored at home in 2013. So now Young Harris down by a goal, looks to counter with Edwards. That's deflected. James gets a leg to it. Pops it in looking for Olin. It's deflected. Pressure by the Pirates. Another deflection. Cosby gets a foot to it. Candace Cosby's going to take a shot. It's saved, and Nambo is able to gather it up. But that's a good save by Nambo. It was heading towards the far post. Cosby feeling a little ambitious. That's the thing about forwards. They see one goal in, and then all of a sudden forwards think they've got the shot. They can get one themselves. Now Rachel Hatch into the corner, but that will be cleared out by Young Harris for an Armstrong throw. Allen again with the throw here. Into the box it goes. It bounces once, headed towards the goal, and that will be Nambo. It was Taylor Valley with a little flick header. Cosby was there, but the flick header was too close to goal rather than the player. Nambo able to pick it up. Matarazzo with the header off the punt. Now Cosby with it. Cosby back to Berube. Berube wide for James. James with the service. And that's taken briefly by Young Harris. Comes back out to Monroe. Monroe now making a run. Monroe wide looking for Hatch, but that's going to go out for a throw-in. Berube heads it towards Cosby. Cosby gets it back from Olin. Now Valley with it. Valley trying to feed it in, and then a shot from very long range by Matarazzo would have been good in football, but in soccer it's just a goal kick. Goal kick for Young Harris. Flick header deflects off of Matarazzo, taken by Hatch wide, but picked up by Baird. Played long, and it comes to the edge of the box, and where Morgan Lucky, who hasn't had much work in this first half so far, she will pick it up. She has faced just one shot from the Mountain Lions so far. Berube with the header, looking for Olin. Olin wins it. Sends it towards Cosby. Her header goes backwards. Picked up by Hatch, though. And now Monroe gets ahead to it. Tries to run it down, but it's going to go out for a throw-in. Monroe to Taylor Russell. Russell to the feet of Matarazzo. Matarazzo for Cosby. Cosby to Olin. Now Olin gets it back from Berube, and her run is too far, or ball is too far in front of Rachel Hatch's run, and so the Pirates are going to bring in a substitution as Kaylee Goins is going to check in for Candace Cosby. So Cosby with some good minutes here in her first start of the season. And Kaylee Goins will come in, the freshman from St. Augustine. Goal kick for the Mountain Lions. Settled by Berube. Finds Goins. Now Goins to the feet. Again, trying to find Hatch on the right side. It comes back out to Goins. Goins with the service. Matarazzo comes back with it. Now Stephanie James looking for a service. Finds Valley. Valley tries to keep it from going out. Does so. And will give up a throw-in. Off the throw-in. Berube gets a deflection. It comes back out. Edwards with it from Mountain Lions. Long ball looking for Thomas. One-on-one race here. Thomas and Schultz. Thomas takes the shot, and it's wide. So Thomas with her second shot of the match. This one goes wide left, and it will be a goal kick for Young Harris. And we're going to have a substitution for the Mountain Lions. Erica Lowry will come in, a senior from Noonan, Georgia. She'll come in place of Allison Burnham. So Lucky with the goal kick here. Berube, ball played wide, takes a deflection. And now Young Harris with possession. Baird looking for a target, plays it wide, and Monroe comes up with it. Comes back to Berube. Now Goins with it. She's got pressure, and it's taken off the ball well by the sub Lowry. Now Goins creates a little separation, and a foul has been called against Goins, and the Mountain Lions take a quick free kick. But it's broken up by Taylor Russell. Here come the Pirates with Matarazzo. Matarazzo to Olin. That's too far in front of her, though. And Olin shielded off the ball by Edwards for a goal kick. Edwards with it for the Mountain Lions. That's pass intercepted by Russell. Russell wide looking for Hatch. That's intercepted. Here comes the Mountain Lions with Thompson. Plays it over to Edwards through the sub Lowry. Now Edwards with it. Taken off the ball by Berube. Now Hatch with a deflection. And a clearance. Comes back to the back line of the Mountain Lions. Now a turnover. We'll give it to Baird. She plays it back to Lowry. And taken off the ball by Taylor Valley. Valley with it now. Valley plays it backwards to Hatch. Now Hatch with it. One touch pass. Comes back, and Goins battles with Lowry there. Now Monroe with it. Monroe, one touch, tees up the shot, and that will be saved by Nambo. It may have been going wide, but Nambo didn't take any chances as she picks it up. Now Thomas with it for Young Harris. Thomas. That's cleared by Schultz, only as far as Lowry. Comes back to Thomas, but Thomas was offsides, and it'll be a free kick for Armstrong. Second offsides against Young Harris. We are about 30 minutes into the first half, 15 minutes left. 1-0 Pirates lead. Olin gets ahead to it, comes down to Valley. Valley touches it to Olin. Olin takes the shot, and it's in for the goal. Sarah Olin with the goal. Assist to Taylor Valley, and it's 2-0 Pirates. So 2-0 now, the Pirates leading it over the Mountain Lions. Sarah Olin gets her third goal of the season. Taylor Valley with the assist. And that was something we thought coming into this match the Pirates would do, going up against a backup keeper, test that keeper from distance. And that shot by Sarah Olin was perfect as she notches her third goal of the year. And the Pirates have 2 goals in the first half for the first time this season. Now Edwards with it. Jesse Johnson with a deflection. It comes to Thomas, and the shot by Edwards is wide. And Young Harris Trying to answer the 2 goals by Armstrong. Comes back with a shot by Edwards that goes wide left. Pirates had a host of subs come in after that goal. Casey Dixon, Kennedy Herman, Tiffany Rodriguez, Jesse Johnson, and Allison Litchfield. So 5 new subs for the Pirates after the goal by Olin. Taylor Russell with it for the Pirates. Russell springs in Herman on a run. Herman at the edge of the box. Centers, and it's through, and the shot followed by Tiffany Rodriguez is over the goal and the net, and it will be a goal kick. So Rodriguez picks up the shot. Rodriguez taken off the ball by Hill. Now Baird to the feet of Edwards. Edwards, 1 pass for Thomas. It's a good ball for Thomas. Edge of the box, Thomas with a cross. It's deflected, Thomas gets it back, and that will be cleared by Stephanie James. Only as far as Carpenter, though. Carpenter sends it in looking for Thomas, but Thomas was offside. She had to come back and clear, and because of that, the ball goes into the box, and Lucky will pick it up for Armstrong. She will punt it forward. And a foul against Young Harris. Stephanie James takes a tumble just past midfield, and Armstrong will have a free kick. 11.5 minutes to go until halftime. 2-0. Pirates lead it. Free kick comes to Dixon. Dixon to Hatch. Hatch in the box. Taken down by Edwards. Edwards still with possession here, and she will play it forward. And here come the Mountain Lions. Lowry to Edwards. Edwards looking for Thomas. She was off, but the flag stays down. Thomas one-on-one with the keeper. Thomas with a shot. It's saved by Lucky. And then coming back is Rodriguez. And that was a great decision by Lucky to come out and cut off the angle. And now the Pirates on the counter with Herman. Herman with some speed. And that will be cleared out by Naylor for an Armstrong throw. But Thomas looked like she was off on the play. Flag stayed down, and Lucky came up with the big save. Here comes Young Harris again. Lowry, giveaway to Goins. Kayla Goins leaves it for Stephanie James. James with the service. Flick header. And cleared by Hill. But it comes out to Edwards. Edwards held up briefly by Berube. Now lays it off to Lowry. Lowry switches it to the left. Making the run is Thompson. Thompson sends it, and that will be easily picked up by Lucky. Lucky with a punt. Played forward, but taken by Johnson. Johnson to the feet of Berube. One-touch pass for Rodriguez. Rodriguez. Rodriguez, one-touch pass to Dixon. Casey Dixon with a shot. It's off the crossbar. Scramble for the ball, and it's cleared by Scarpinato for Young Harris. But Casey Dixon just inches away from scoring her first goal of the year. It is a throw-in for Armstrong on the far side of the field. Herman will take it for the Pirates. Herman looking for Goins. It hits once. Goins lays it off. Herman with the cross, or the shot, and it's a goal. Kennedy Herman from a tough angle scores the goal, and it's now 3-0 Pirates. Kennedy Herman, number 8, her first goal of the year. Kaylee Goins with the assist, and it is now 3-0. So Kennedy Herman from a very, very tough angle with a low driving shot. I originally thought it was a cross, but it went to Nambo, and she could not handle the ball played in by Herman, and it ends up being Kennedy Herman's first career goal for the Pirates, and it is 3-0. This is ties the highest goal-scoring output for the Pirates this season. Remember, they scored 3 goals last Saturday in a win at number 6 North Georgia. But in that match, the Pirates scored 1 goal in the first half and 2 in the second. Seven and a half minutes left. Thomas can't, or excuse me, the substitute. We had a substitution for Young Harris, number 8, Madeline Youngblood, into the match. That ball played from Edwards over her head out for an Armstrong throw. Now Hill with it. Hill looking to send the sub Youngblood in on a run. And that will be played out for a Young Harris throw. And again, ball played out by the Pirates. 3-0 Armstrong here at the Armstrong Soccer Field. The long ball finds Herman on the run again. Kennedy Herman with it, looking for support. Herman, one-on-one with Edwards. The cross comes to Dixon. She whiffs on the shot. It's still with the Pirates here. James looking for Hatch on the right side, and Hatch cannot keep it from going out. It will be a goal kick. Casey Dixon has had a couple of chances here late in the half. She had one shot hit the crossbar, and that one she was right in front of the goal with a golden opportunity. Goal kick from Carpenter, headed forward by Matarazzo, cleared by Hill. Litchfield gets ahead to it. Now Berube to Rodriguez. One-touch pass looking for Herman, but intercepted. Comes back to Rodriguez. Now Berube at the midfield stripe. Springs Hatch in on a run. Rachel Hatch will win a corner kick. Or no, a throw-in. Took a deflection off the defender, but stayed to the right of the flag, the corner flag, so it is a throw-in. Stephanie James will deliver the throw here. James looking for Dixon, flick header to Herman. Herman with the cross, and that will be picked up by Nambo. She outlets it quickly to Youngblood. Youngblood on the run, and that's taken by Taylor Russell. Russell with all sorts of room here. Russell to Herman. Herman drops it for Rodriguez. Rodriguez to Taylor Russell. The center back will take a shot. That's blocked. Comes back to Berube, who plays it wide for Stephanie James. James making a run. Her cross comes in, and it's a goal kick. Under 5 to play here in the first half. Carpenter with the goal kick. Headed forward by Goins, and it's going to go out. It was off of Lowry, so it is an Armstrong throw. And Stephanie James will take the throw in, far side of the field. Gets it to Dixon, and Dixon plays it backwards for Goins. Lowry got a foot to it. Comes back to Rachel Hatch. And Hatch with a long, long range shot. Closer than probably most thought it would be from that distance, but it was wide and high, and we have a player down now for Young Harris on the field. And so with 3:38 to go in the first half, we will stop the clock. It was number 21 who was shaken up on the play, Sydney Baird, but she is up under her own power. I think we'll get a substitution in for her, as number 2, Allison Cox, is going to come in for the shaken up player.
Checking in for Young Harris, number 2, Allison Cox.
So Cox will check in for Baird. Detailed injury report for Sydney Baird. Someone sat on her head. But a good sign as she comes off the field under her own power, actually laughing a little bit about it, even though it is painful. And play resumes on the goal kick, and a foul against Goins and the Pirates gives Young Harris a free kick. Again, 3-0. Young Harris with the lead here. Ball played out by the Pirates. It'll be a throw-in for Young Harris. At midfield, Berube gets a foot to it, finds Dixon, plays it back to Litchfield. Allison Litchfield will bring it up across the midfield stripe. Litchfield to the feet of Dixon. Dixon with the service, tries to find Rodriguez, and Matthews is run off the ball by Hatch. Header by Rachel Hatch finds Dixon at the edge of the box. If she can catch up to it, she can, and her cross is on the side of the net. So 2.5 to go, and then a goal kick coming for Young Harris. Right now the shot totals 17-4 in favor of Armstrong. Edwards with it for the Mountain Lions. Plays it, looking for Thomas, but Russell is there. Only as far as Youngblood, though, her clearance. Johnson gets a foot to it. Now Herman tries to settle it. Dixon to Goins. Goins looking for Hatch. Hatch with some space here. Rachel Hatch. And her shot well high. And it will be a goal kick. So another goal kick coming. Berube gets a header to it. Kennedy Herman drops it off for Berube. Berube looking for Hatch, and that's too far in front of her. It'll be a Young Harris throw. Off the throw-in, Hatch with a header that will go out for a goal kick.
1 minute.
So with 1 minute remaining in the half, Pirates look like they will take their largest lead in any match this season into halftime, as the Pirates have put up 3 goals here in half number 1. And a foul, quick foul against Young Harris. Pirates have a chance to put a quick free kick together. the camera, or excuse me, not the camera, the clock is still running though. And now they stop it, so with 25 seconds left, the Pirates will have one last chance for a scoring opportunity here in the first half. Dixon looks like she will stay in the match. Berube on the ball here for the Pirates. Berube tees it up, and her chip is in the goal, but there was a foul against the Pirates, and Nambo was fouled on the play. She initially grabbed the shot, but dropped it because she was being contacted, and that is how the first half will end, with Armstrong leading at 3-0 over Young Harris here at the Armstrong Soccer Field. We'll break for halftime, come back with a look at the first half stats, and bring you the second half of action from the Armstrong Soccer Field. Pirates lead at 3-0. Jackson back with you here at the Armstrong Soccer Field. Number 16 ranked Pirates lead Young Harris 3-0. Here is a look at the first half statistics. For the Pirates, 19 shots in the first half. 3 goals scored, the first by Taylor Valley. 21st minute, off an assist from Rachel Hatch. Second goal came in the 31st minute. Sarah Olin off an assist by Taylor Valley, and then the third goal came in the 37th minute. Kennedy Herman with her first goal of the year off an assist by Kaylee Goins. Young Harris had 4 shots in the first half, 3 by Whitney Thomas and 1 by Candace Edwards. Morgan Lucky 1 save in the first half. Houston Nambo, the backup keeper for the Mountain Lions, made 6 saves in the first half, but did give up 3 goals. Armstrong had the only 2 corners in the first half. Armstrong whistled for 7 fouls, Young Harris with 1. Young Harris was offsides twice in the first half, and Armstrong was offsides once. A reminder that our next action comes your way on our webcast next Friday and Saturday, as Armstrong Volleyball will be back in action. The Pirates will be hosting UNC Pembroke and Francis Marion. On Friday and Saturday. Be sure to check ArmstrongPirates.com for game times and links to live stats and live webcasts all year long of Armstrong Athletics. We'll be back with the start of the second half more momentarily. You're listening to Armstrong Soccer. Team switch sides for the second half. Armstrong will now be going from left to right. On your screen, Young Harris from right to left. Pirates will start the second half with Taylor Valley and Sarah Olin up top. The midfield, Brianne Matarazzo, Tiffany Rodriguez, Tiger Davis, and Kaylee Goins. The back line, Ashanae Monroe, Allison Litchfield, Taylor Schultz, and Stephanie James, with Morgan Lucky in goal. Young Harris gives up a throw-in for the Mountain Lions. The starting lineup is in, except for a couple of subs, as number 4, Erica Lowry, number 8, Madeline Youngblood, stay in to the lineup after coming in as subs in the first half. Edwards gets ahead to the ball for Young Harris. Comes back out, though, to Stephanie James. James with a giveaway here. Ball stays in. Youngblood with it. Pirates thought it was out. Youngblood gets a switch over to the right side. And run off the ball is Thompson by Matarazzo. And Matarazzo will win a throw. So far side of the field, a throw in for Ashanae Monroe. Monroe, long throw, finds Valley, pops it in looking for Olin. Olin foot race to the ball and will not be able to get onto the end of it. It will be a goal kick. Quick goal kick. Pirates providing pressure. Tiger Davis will play it back to Stephanie James. James to the feet of Rodriguez. Tiffany Rodriguez to the feet of Valley. She'll play it wide for Monroe. Monroe stepping up, making a run. Monroe with a shot, it's blocked. And coming away with it with Young Harris now is Lowry. Intercepted and then played forward by Youngblood. Nothing but Pirates around the ball. Lucky will come out of the box and play it with her feet. Lucky with the service. Headed by Edwards, taken down by Goins. Finds Valley. Valley will win a throw. Throw in from James into the corner for Taylor Valley. Plays it back to James. Now Rodriguez with it. Back to the goal. Lays it off for Goins. Goins plays it, gets it off a deflection. Now plays it wide looking for Matarazzo. Matarazzo keeps it in play. She centers it into the box. Header by Valley. And a foul called on Taylor Valley on the header. And it will be a free kick. On the free kick, header by Edwards goes wide. Taken down by Thompson. Thompson continuing her run, and finally Schultz will get a foot to it. And offsides is Sarah Olin with 5 defenders around her. Olin is offsides. So free kick for Young Harris. Straight up the middle, headed forward by Matarazzo, or taken down by Matarazzo, popped up in the air. Now Valley with it. Up the left side goes Valley. Taylor Valley making a run. And it's Olin. The ball is loose, and a foul whistled again against the Pirates as Nambo came in and collided with Sarah Olin. And again, Young Harris is playing their backup keeper. And Nambo being attended to now by the Young Harris training staff. So we'll take a break and come back. You're listening to and watching Armstrong Soccer. good sign for young Harris, as Steen Nambo is going to stay in the match after taking the collision. And so Armstrong number 2, Sarah Olin's just going to get a little bit of a stern talking to by the center official for the foul. By the way, in other Peach Belt action, it is scoreless at halftime between UNC Pembroke and Georgia College, and North Georgia is all over Georgia Southwestern 7-0. So a free kick for young Harris will restart play. And we're back underway here in the second half. Ball comes to midfield for Stephanie James. James looking for Olin. Olin plays it back to Taylor Schultz. Back to Allison Litchfield. Litchfield to Valley. Valley through traffic. Plays it for Stephanie James. James cuts it across her body. Takes the service, and it's over the head of everyone, looking for Matarazzo on the back post, but just a little too tall for the junior, and a goal kick coming for young Harris. Off the goal kick. Youngblood back to Edwards. Edwards looking wide for Thompson. Thompson looking to advance it. Chips a ball in looking for Thomas. Thomas plays it back to Edwards. And it will be a throw in for Armstrong, far side of the field. Long throw in over the head of everyone, comes down to Taylor Valley. Thomas can't keep that ball in play, and it goes out again for an Armstrong throw in. Ashane Monroe, another long throw, finds the head of Matarazzo. That goes out for a young Harris throw in. Header by Goins, settled by Tiger Davis, comes back to Goins, and a great ball in looking for Rodriguez. Rodriguez into the box, and that takes a bad touch off of her feet and goes out for a goal kick. Carpenter with the goal kick. Finds the feet of Edwards. Edwards one-on-one with Schultz, and Schultz will play it out. It'll be a throw-in for the Mountain Lions. Youngblood into the center for Thomas. Plays it backwards. Now Lowry looking for Thomas, but it was behind her. Stephanie James now looking to make a run. Ball played in for Olin. Foot race to the ball. And it's cleared, and it will be a foul or a throw. We're looking for the call here, and it is going to be a throw-in, or now they say it's a foul. So Olin commits another foul, and a free kick for the Mountain Lions, delivered by Carpenter to midfield. Played forward by Schultz. Valley, one-touch pass for Matarazzo, but Carpenter clears it only as far as Ashane Monroe. Goins wide for Stephanie James. James for Rodriguez. Rodriguez with a cross, but it's already over the end line for another goal kick. So a lot of possession for the Pirates there in the second half, but not many shots. And head coach Eric Faulkner and I on the same wavelength there, as he is exhorting his team to get some shots as well. Young Harris, ball sent forward looking for Thomas. Litchfield runs it down, pressured by Thomas, and Litchfield just does the safe thing and plays it out for a throw. And it looks like Armstrong is going to bring in a new keeper, as Maggie Carson's going to check in and play the majority of the second half for the Pirates. Carson's last action was at Montevallo, getting the 1-0 shutout win over the Falcons. And so Carson will come in.
Checking in for Armstrong at goal, number 1, Maggie Carson. For number 28, Morgan Lucky.
Lucky makes one save, plays about 55 minutes of shutout ball. And Carson will come in. Her goal kick finds the feet of Tiger Davis. Davis to the feet of Valley. Taylor Valley up the left side, taking off the ball, but gets back into the fray as Matarazzo has her foot on it. Now Lowry dumps a ball in looking for Thomas, but it will trickle into the box where Carson will play it with her feet and then pick it up. Pirates with the ball in the back line after the shot by Taylor Valley. And Armstrong with the throw in far side of the field. Monroe gets called for an improper throw. And it will be now a Young Harris throw in. James clears it forward, looking for Sarah Olin. Her header finds the feet of Taylor Valley. Valley, her cross deflected, still in play. Valley lays it off for Davis, or excuse me, for Goins. Now Monroe has it. Ashane Monroe, long range service, looking for Rodriguez. She's on sides. Rodriguez, excuse me, drops it off for Stephanie James. One-time shot is blocked by Young Harris. It was Olin with the shot, and it'll be a throw-in for the Pirates, and another sub coming.
Checking in for Armstrong, number 26, Jordan Otto.
As Jordan Otto is going to check in for Brian Matarazzo. goes into the corner for Davis. Tiger Davis, one-on-one with Matthews. And it's played out by Young Harris for an Armstrong corner. First corner for either team this half. And the Pirates will send Olin to take the corner. Pirates had 2 corners in the first half. Olin sends it. Far post, headed up in the air by Monroe, headed towards the goal by Taylor Schultz and saved by Nambo. So Taylor Schultz with the shot on goal, and now Taylor Valley chasing it, but it's out for a Young Harris throw on the far side of the field. And that header goes out for an Armstrong throw. 60 minutes in, 30 minutes left in this Peach Belt matchup. Again, the first time that Young Harris has played down here in Savannah against the Pirates. Second year as a Peach Belt Conference institution. Stephanie James with it. James with the service, and Nambo will pick it up after it takes a couple of bounces. Didn't play it cleanly, but was able to gather it in. Now Edwards with it for Young Harris. Broken up by James. Ball played in looking for Thomas, but it will trickle into the box and Maggie Carson will play it. Quick outlet by Carson to Stephanie James. And James will draw the foul, and it will be a free kick for Armstrong. So only the second foul against Young Harris in this match. Goins with the free kick. Taken by Matthews to Lowry. Lays it off to Thompson. One-touch pass. Again, finds Matthews. Matthews service blocked still with Young Harris as Lowry now has it. Now Youngblood. But that's intercepted by Goins. Now the Pirates look to advance it with James, and that will be a throw-in, and we'll get some more subs here.
Checking in for Armstrong, number 8.
Rachel Hatch, Casey Dixon, and Kennedy Herman will check in. Goins with it on her feet. Looks to get to the corner, crosses it in. And Matthews will toe poke it away to Thompson for Young Harris. Long ball blocked by Monroe. Not sure she was attempting to block it, but she just got in the way of the ball, and it's a throw in for Young Harris. And that's played out by Carpenter for an Armstrong throw. Herman lays it off for Stephanie James. James, all sorts of space. Plays it in for Hatch. Hatch takes the shot, it's blocked. And cleared away by Lowry for an Armstrong throw. Another dangerous opportunity for the Pirates here in the second half. 3 first half goals for Armstrong. It's 3-0. Again, Young Harris came into the match giving up an average of 3 goals in each of its road games this year. Monroe with the throw-in. Comes to the feet of Herman. Back to Monroe. Monroe takes it to the corner. She crosses at far post. Header by Hatch goes sideways. And Youngblood will just play it out up by midfield and close to the Young Harris bench. James with the throw to Hatch. Played out by Young Harris. James again with the throw, and the header by Herman goes out for a Young Harris throw right in front of the Armstrong bench. Lowry to Matthews for Young Harris. That's deflected by Davis. Now Schultz with it at midfield. Schultz with the service to Hatch. And now Lowry with it. Finds Edwards at midfield. Diagonal ball looking for Thomas, but Ashane Monroe is there to break it up. And Schultz will play it out. Midfield now backwards. Carpenter picking it up on the back line for the Lions. One touch pass finds Thompson at midfield. Thompson looking again for Thomas. Young Harris hasn't had much success, or as much success as he did in the first half, finding Thomas with the ball. Edwards, though, dispossesses Goins. Now Edwards with it. Edwards. And that ball is played out. It's going to be a throw-in for Young Harris. Throw-in for Youngblood. Finds Lowry. Back to Youngblood. She wants to get a cross in, and it's off the side of her foot for a goal kick. Goal kick from Maggie Carson. Played forward by Schultz. And now James with a long ball. Foot race to the ball. Headed up in the air by Young Harris's Naylor. Now Hatch to the box. Gets a head on it. And Herman will keep it in. And then it's off the side of the foot of Herman, out for a goal kick. One-touch pass from Herman finds Dixon, and she toe pokes it in, and the Pirates score off the goal kick. Casey Dixon with her first goal of the year off the assist by Kennedy Herman. And it is 4-0 Armstrong. Casey Dixon off of the assist by Kennedy Herman makes it 4-0, and Armstrong has now scored its most goals in a match this season. And a substitution for Young Harris is number 10, Marina Payne will check in, replacing Sydney Thompson. So off the restart, Young Harris with it, now trailing 4-0. Edwards gets away with it. Edwards takes the shot, and it's in. And Edwards scores literally seconds after The goal by Casey Dixon, and it's 4-1.
Goal scored by
That is the 6th goal of the year for Candace Edwards.
Young Harris now trails 4-1.
So with 22 minutes left, goals scored by each team in a 20-second span. And it's 4-1. Now James plays that wide, too wide for Hatch. Throw in comes in quickly for Young Harris. Hatch tries a centering pass, but it's taken by Hill. Hill gets it back, distributes. Lowry up the middle, that's intercepted by Goins. Now Davis looking for Jordan Otto. Otto looking for Herman, comes back to Otto. Otto wide for Hatch, she's on sides. Hatch with the cross, and that's picked off by Nambo. Young Harris now with it with Lowry. That's deflected by Taylor Schultz. Hatch up the line for Herman, who's on sides. Kennedy Herman, edge of the box. And Herman taking off the ball, played out. It'll be an Armstrong throw. That was Scarpinato with the play. Nice one-on-one defensive play for the Mountain Lions. Stephanie James with the throw in. Again for Herman, and this time Herman will win the corner kick. So Herman will take this corner kick for the Pirates. Herman sends it, and the one-time shot is wide by Tiger Davis.
Checking in for Young Harris.
And we're going to get a substitution for the Mountain Lions as Allison Cox is going to come in. Replacing Madeline Youngblood. Goal kick taken by Davis to Jordan Otto. Lowry to Thomas, and Schultz breaks it up briefly. Still with the Mountain Lions here, though. Edwards taking off the ball by Davis. Now Otto with it for the Pirates. Otto looking for Hatch. Leaves it for James. Plays it to the feet of Herman. Herman through the legs of the defender to Hatch. Rachel Hatch with the shot. And it's saved by Nambo, still in play here as Herman plays it towards goal, and it goes out for a goal kick. That was a great pass through the legs of Scarpinato, finding Rachel Hatch for the point-blank shot, but Nambo was there to make the save. Tiger Davis with it, looking for Jordan Otto. That's intercepted by Carpenter, played wide and out for an Armstrong throw, far side of the field. 18 minutes left in this one. Pirates leading at 4-1. Now Jordan Otto with it. Otto into the box. Cox comes up with the clearance. Headed forward by Stephanie James. Edwards with it for Young Harris. Edwards diagonal ball, that'll be headed up in the air by Monroe. Settled by Davis, now Monroe with it. Her very long ball finds Herman and Hatch. Herman crosses it to Hatch. Her shot deflected, comes down to Tiger Davis, and her shot is saved by Nambo. Good pressure again offensively by the Pirates. Nambo with another save for the Mountain Lions. Hatch finds Herman. Herman chips it in for Otto. And then a shot by Tiger Davis is high. And it's a goal kick. Davis had another attempt, but it was well high. Off the goal kick, Monroe has it. Plays it to the feet of Otto, Jordan Otto. She'll take a shot, and it's saved again by Nambo. Jordan Otto tries her luck from distance. Now Young Harris looking to counter. The sub, Payne, lifts it, looking for Lowry. Lowry chips it ahead, and Schultz gets a foot to it. Finds Dixon. Dixon wide for Hatch, but too far in front of her. Goes out for a Young Harris throw-in. By the way, the next home game for Armstrong Soccer will be the 25th and 26th. 2 weeks from now, the Pirates host West Georgia in non-conference action on Friday the 25th, and then we'll host Georgia Southwestern on the 26th. 26th will be a busy Saturday. It's the day for the Armstrong's annual Treasure Walk for women's athletics. Goins looking for Dixon. Toe poke by Dixon will be gathered in by Nambo. The Treasure Walk for women's athletics sponsors the B.J. Ford Scholarship given to a female student athlete each year. The first recipient of that scholarship was softball player Shelby Duff, who was a two-time academic All-American in radiologic sciences. That women's walk will take place at 9:30 on Saturday. There will be a softball alumni game at 1, and then the Pirates will take on Georgia Southwestern at 3:30. Hatch with the ball here. Through traffic, chips it to Otto, and that's cleared by Hill only as far as Monroe. Ashane Monroe now with it, making a run. Monroe with the cross. Comes back and cleared by the Mountain Lions for Thomas. Monroe gets a foot to it, and Schultz will pick it back up. Play it to Tiger Davis. Davis looking for Hatch. Great ball to Hatch again. And Hatch taken off the ball by Cox, and a foul is whistled against Armstrong. 13 minutes and change in this one. 4-1, each team with a goal here in the second half. Davis trying to get through traffic. Now Dixon has it. That's cleared by Cox. Only as far as Goins, though. She'll send it to Jordan Otto. Otto gets through and finally taken off of it. Comes back out to Davis. Now James with it. Stephanie James. And her shot goes off the side of her foot wide and out for a goal kick. So now the Pirates will bring back in Candace Cosby in place of Rachel Hatch. Cosby started this match for Armstrong, making her first start of the year. The goal kick headed forward by Matthews, played backwards by the Lions. Now Cosby takes it off the turnover. Candace Cosby takes the shot, and that is wide to the right. So Cosby immediately off the bench gets a shot. And another goal kick coming for Young Harris. Schultz with a header. Now Goins with a header. Played wide by Young Harris. Lowry deflected by Stephanie James. Now Goins to the feet of Candace Cosby. Cox, though. And Naylor will win the foot race to the ball. Throw in for the Pirates. Pirates soccer will hit the road on Tuesday for a big matchup at Florida Tech, 6 p.m. down in Melbourne, Florida. And then Armstrong will have a pair of road conference games playing at Georgia College and at USC Aiken before returning home. Ashanae Monroe with a shot. That's blocked and cleared by the Mountain Lions. The Pirates with just 4 more home matches in the regular season. And a handball on Young Harris will give Armstrong a free kick. Taking quickly, Jordan Otto up the left side with it on her feet. Otto. And a foul against Young Harris will give the Pirates a free kick here. Otto was impeded trying to make her run. And this will be in a dangerous spot, just a few yards outside the box. Kennedy Herman with it. Herman sends it in. And it's played by Otto to Kaylee Goins, and Kaylee Goins will score. And the Pirates now lead it 5-1.
Go! Pirates!
Kaylee Goins with the goal.
Goal scored by number 10, Kaylee Goins. Armstrong now leads it 5-1.
So off the corner kick of Kennedy Herman, the Pirates answer the goal by Young Harris and stretch that lead back to 4. It is 5-1. Most goals, tied for the most goals, by the way, that Young Harris has given up in a match this season. They gave up 5 at USC Aiken earlier this season. Ball played back to Maggie Carson. She'll play it to Stephanie James. And a foul whistled, I believe, against Armstrong as Stephanie James is shaken up on the play away from the foul call. Or now actually they say it is a foul. They will call the foul against Young Harris. So it was Edwards battling against Stephanie James, and the Pirates will play it forward with Taylor Schultz. Cosby Plays it out. It's going to be, and we're going to have a substitution for Young Harris as number 6.
Checking in for Young Harris, number 6, Sydney Thompson.
Sydney Thompson comes in for number 2. And that's cleared out. So Young Harris with the throw. Thompson to Lowry. Lowry back to Thompson. Herman heads it to Cosby. Cosby now on the run with the ball. Candace Cosby takes it to the edge of the box. Cosby with the shot, and it's saved by Nambo, but it's a corner kick for Armstrong. Corner kick will be taken by Kennedy Herman. Herman sends it far post, headed up in the air. Played back to Herman. Herman to Cosby. Cosby with a shot. That's blocked. Follow-up shot, also blocked. Tiger Davis shot is in for the goal. And Tiger Davis has her first shot, or first goal, excuse me, of the season. And it's now 6-1.
Goal scored by number 6, Tiger Davis. Armstrong now leads it 6-1.
So the Pirates come up with a 6th spot today. And there's still 6.5 minutes left to go. 3 goals in each half for Armstrong in this match today. And a foul against Candace Cosby will give a free kick to Young Harris just past midfield. Scarpinato with a short free kick. Flick header finds Thompson. And Maggie Carson will come off her line and pounce on it. Herman with a header up in the air. Lays it off for Monroe. Now Goins to Schultz. Schultz just plays this to Cosby. Now James with it. Stephanie James looking for Dixon. Comes back to Tiger Davis. Now Goins to Monroe. Right side, they get a switch. Left side, excuse me. Herman. Her service blocked. And cleared back to Ashanae Monroe. Now Kaylee Goins with it. Goins to the feet of Casey Dixon. Turnaround shot by Dixon is in for the goal. And Casey Dixon scores to make it 7-1 off the assist by Kaylee Goins.
Goal scored by number 13, Casey Dixon. Armstrong now leads it 7-1.
And now the Pirates have not had 7 goals in a match for a while, as subs for Young Harris.
Madeline Youngblood in number 7, Allison Burnham.
Allison Burnham, Madeline Youngblood back into the match, replacing Erica Lowry, number 4, and Marina Payne, number 10. Remember, last year with these two teams, it was 1-0 Pirates in Young Harris. But a much, much different match today here at the Armstrong Soccer Field. Dixon with it on her feet. Plays it into Candace Cosby. Cosby on the right side. Cosby with the cross. or Jordan Otto's attempt was blocked. Now it comes back out to Kaylee Goins. Her service blocked. Now Stephanie James with it. James stepping up, sends it towards the edge of the box and cleared by Young Harris. Schultz plays it to Goins, and then Stephanie James just falls down the play, as does Thompson of Young Harris. Play continues, 4:10 left to go. Turnover, Tiger Davis with it. Davis to Dixon, back to Davis. Tiger Davis with the shot, and Nambo has the save.
Checking in for Armstrong, number 16.
And so with Stephanie James shaken up on the play, Tiffany Rodriguez will come in. That will push Candy Herman back to right back, and Tiffany Rodriguez will play up top. Free kick sent forward. Schultz gets ahead to it, bounces once. And now Herman with it, deflected. Davis to Goins, now back to Ashne Monroe.
19, we got.
Tiffany Rodriguez, far side of the field with it, and she will win a throw. I haven't had a chance to check, but I believe the last time the Pirates scored 7 goals in a match was at home against Georgia Southwestern here 2 years ago. I believe that score was 7-1. As a header towards the goal, comes back to Hill. Tiger Davis with it, and now they will call the handball on Davis and give a free kick to Young Harris with 2:38 to go. So Armstrong will improve to 6-1-3 overall, 4-1-1 in the Peach Belt with the win today. Young Harris 3-8 overall, 0-6 in the Peach Belt. And again, the Mountain Lions dropped to 0-6 on the road this season. 3-2 at home are the Mountain Lions, so obviously a much different team away from home than at home. As Otto tries to get ahead to it, Carpenter comes away with it for the Mountain Lions. Litchfield gets a foot to it. Litchfield plays it forward, looking for Rodriguez. Header. Now Dixon back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez will win a throw-in. Or no, it was off of Armstrong, so we'll have a substitution for Young Harris. Number 19, Danny Held, will come in with 1:23 to go. And she will replace Rachel Hill. And a foul against Armstrong will give Young Harris a free kick.
1 minute remaining.
.35 seconds left. One last attempt for Young Harris. It's headed by Litchfield back to Carson. Carson couldn't control it. Finally, Taylor Schultz clears it. It will be a throw-in for the Mountain Lions. A little bit of a nervy moment there. Thomas Service headed by Monroe.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
And that will do it. Armstrong defeats Young Harris 7-1 in Peach Belt Conference action here this afternoon from Savannah. Fans, be sure to join us in a week for Armstrong volleyball action.
Your Pirate soccer team returns home Friday.
The Armstrong volleyball team taking on UNC Pembroke next Friday at 7 p.m. Chad Jackson saying good evening from Savannah. Pirates win it 7-1.